Hi, thanks for staying with us. I'm Jenny Groh, and it's time for our weekly Adopt a Pet segment. Rita Hart from the Humane Society of St. Lucie County is with us today. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you, Jenny.
Who is this that's made himself comfortable on the desk?
He's just chilling,
He
isn't
really
he?
is, yeah.
This is Andy, and we estimate him to be about 4 years old.
Okay.
He's a terrier mix.
Okay.
And as sweet as can be. I mean, as you can see, he's very laid back.
He's good.
He's a little in the kennel, and he's only been in our kennels for a short time.
Okay.
But the kennel staff who care for him tell me that he is very sweet, but a little bit depressed being in the kennel, as you can imagine. But I took him out today to bring him on the set, and he livened right up.
Great.
And, he's gentle. He rides well in the car. He seems to know his sit command.
Okay.
I can't attest to whether or not he's housebroken yet, although as soon as I took him outside of the building,
he knew.
He did his business. So,
okay.
So he may be, or he may just need a little bit of extra training in that area. But we think that he's great with kids of any age.
Okay.
So a great family dog. You know, just chilled out in the back seat of my car on the way here.
Yeah.
And he's just an awesome little dog. And at 4 years old, he's got a ton of life ahead of him.
Okay.
He's healthy. You know, and terriers may need a little bit of grooming, not as much as some smaller breeds do.
Okay.
He probably needs a good brushing right now, and maybe a little bit of a trim. But I have a terrier mix at home, and he needs some grooming, but not as much as a full-bred Shih Tzu would, for example.
I gotcha. All right. Now, if someone is interested in him, what's the best way to get more information?
Well, he's at our Fort Pierce shelter, which is at 100 Savannah Road. In Fort Pierce. There's more information on him on our website, which is hsslc.org.
Okay.
Phone number there is 772-461-0687. But as always, I recommend people go in person, because a phone call isn't going to allow you to adopt him.
Right.
The best thing to do is, if you have another dog in your home and you have more than one person in your home, the whole family should go, and the dog should go, because otherwise you're going to have to come back to do the meet and greet with the whole family, including any other animals, dogs in the house.
Right.
And that's to make sure he's a good fit for the family as a whole.
Absolutely. It would be terrible. I mean, obviously he's not super perky as maybe he could be, but it would be such a shame to have him go home and not be the right fit, and then have to bring him back again. I mean, you know,
he's chilling right now, but
he
he actually is he was perky, and I will tell you, he loves belly rubs. As soon as I took him out of the kennel and got him out in the lobby of the shelter, he rolled right over for some belly rubs. So he's very laid back. I think he just needs to be in an environment where he feels safe and secure and confident, and I think
get some stimulation, and that's
his
great.
personality will really come out at that
wonderful.
point. And you know, Jenny, it's fun for me to say that he's at our Fort Pierce shelter, because I do have to start making the distinction now going forward as to where the animals are located, and that's because our brand new shelter in Port St. Lucie is about to open.
Great.
And we're just thrilled to death about that.
Okay. So if someone perhaps finds a stray or needs to turn in an animal for some reason that live in Port St. Lucie, what's the best way to do that?
That's a good question. We, the Port St. Lucie location, which is at 8890 Northwest Glades Cutoff Road.
Okay.
In Port St. Lucie. It's just south of Midway Road. We are going to open the week that this show will air.
Okay.
We're kind of having a quiet opening. We're not making a big splash about it, because we do, as with any new building or new business, you have to kind of work out some kinks before you want the full onslaught of public coming in. But we are going to be open next week, and Animal Control in Port St. Lucie is already bringing the animals that they find as strays into that facility. So we do have a few dogs there and some cats and kittens. And our administrative staff has been working out of that location for a couple of weeks now, just kind of moving in everything that you need to run a business.
Right, sure.
And a shelter. Our clinic staff will only be there part-time. They're not quite there yet, so that would be the Fort Pierce facility at this point. If anybody wants to get annual shots, for example, or a microchip.
So if anybody has more questions or wants to know sort of what shelter they should go to, then what's the best way for
Again,
them to...
just call 772-461-0687.
Okay.
We are going to be updating, making some changes to the homepage of our website very shortly, and that will provide more information.
Okay.
And if you're out in that area and just want to drop by and see what the place looks like and have any questions answered, that's great too.
Okay,
but
great.
the purpose of that Port St. Lucie facility is going to be to service the Port St. Lucie community. Okay. Whereas the Fort Pierce shelter will stay open for the northern part of the county.
Great, great. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Hopefully someone will see Andy and he'll make a good fit in their home.
Thank you, as always. We love being on the show.
Absolutely. Rita Hart from the Humane Society of St. Lucie County. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. And we'll be right back after this message.